In the shadows of one of history's most tense geopolitical standoffs lay a world shrouded in secrecy and deception. Welcome to The Silent War, Espionage and Betrayal during the Cold War. This era, marked by intense rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union, was as much a battle of wits and stealth as it was of arms. While the world watched from the surface, a hidden struggle unfolded beneath the layers of political bravado and public posturing. As the post-World War II landscape began to shape a new order, the Cold War emerged, a conflict defined not by direct military engagement, but by espionage, where spies became the soldiers and information the weapon of choice. Intelligence agencies like the CIA and the KGB were at the forefront, orchestrating elaborate operations that would sometimes have consequences echoing through the decades. One of the most infamous episodes of espionage was the discovery of the Cambridge Five, a group of British double agents who passed secrets to the Soviet Union. Their infiltration into the heart of British intelligence was a chilling demonstration of how trust could be manipulated as a key asset in espionage. Led by Kim Philby, arguably the most successful Soviet double agent, their actions sent shockwaves through Western intelligence, forcing a re-evaluation of security protocols during a time when information was both power and vulnerability. Across the Atlantic, the United States was not immune to such breaches. The Rosenberg case remains one of the most debated espionage incidents of the Cold War. Julius and Ethel Rosenberg, American citizens, were tried and convicted for passing atomic secrets to the Soviet Union, a conviction that led to their execution in 1953. This dramatic case highlighted the pervasive fear of communism within the U.S. and the extreme measures taken to protect national security. Yet it wasn't all betrayals and double-crossing. Sometimes espionage took more subtle, yet equally impactful forms. The Berlin Tunnel, a joint operation by the CIA and Britain's MI6, was one of the most ambitious surveillance projects of the era. Spanning over a quarter of a mile, the tunnel was used to tap into Soviet communications from East Berlin. Though eventually discovered by the KGB, it nevertheless offered the West precious insights into Soviet strategies for nearly a year. But espionage wasn't just confined to the corridors of intelligence agencies. The Cold War also saw the rise of technological spying, from the development of surveillance satellites to the deployment of spy planes like the U-2, which could capture high-resolution images from miles above. These technological innovations marked a new frontier in the espionage game, pushing the boundaries of how far nations would go to stay ahead in the silent war. As the Cold War drew to a close with the fall of the Berlin Wall and the dissolution of the Soviet Union, the intricate web of espionage began to unravel. Declassified files and tales from former operatives shed light on the complex and often morally ambiguous operations that characterized this period. In this clandestine realm, loyalty was scarce and trust a rare commodity. Yet it was within these hidden battles of intellect and nerve that the real Cold War was fought. A silent war that, for better or worse, shaped the course of modern history. In understanding this secretive chapter, we gain not only insight into the past, but also a clearer perspective on the shadow games that continue to influence international relations today.